second chapter of science first, that is the work and the energy. So here, what is meant by work? Generally, any physical or the mental activity is referred as a work. And what is meant by energy? Energy, it is a capacity to performing a work. It's called as a energy. Then these two things, these 2 points, we studied detail in this chapter. So first one is work. Generally, physical or the mental activity is referred as work. But in a science, not that physical or the mental activity is called as a work. But when we say that the work is done, in a scientific language, when we apply the force on an object and the object will get displaced. Yes, when we apply the force on an object and the object will get displaced, then and only then we can say that the work is to be done. Means, जर तुम्ही 4 तास एका जागेवर बसून अभ्यास केला असेल तर तुम्ही खूप काम केलं असं तुम्हाला वाटतं. पण सायन्सच्या भाषेमध्ये वर्कची जी काही डेफिनेशन आहे त्याच्या थ्रू तुम्ही केलेलं वर्क हे पूर्णपणे 0 आहे. कारण तुम्ही एका जागी बसलेला आहात, त्या ठिकाणी तुमचं कोणतंही डिस्प्लेसमेंट झालेलं नाहीये आणि त्यामुळे तुम्ही केलेलं वर्क हे पूर्णपणे 0 आहे. एक व्यक्ती 100 किलोचं पोतं डोक्यावर घेऊन उभा आहे, एका ठिकाणी उभा आहे, म्हणजे त्यानं केलेलं वर्क हे पूर्णपणे 0 आहे. म्हणजेच इन अ सायंटिफिक पॉइंट ऑफ व्ह्यू, when we apply the force on object and the object will get displaced, then and only then we can say that the work is to be done. Means we apply the force on object and the object will get displaced. कोणी सांगितलं? ऑब्जेक्टवर फोर्स लावला तरच ऑब्जेक्टचं डिस्प्लेसमेंट होतं असं कोणी सांगितलं? जोशी मॅडमनी? नाही, न्यूटननी सांगितलं. न्यूटनच्या फर्स्ट लॉ ऑफ मोशन मध्ये हे सांगितलेलं आहे की कोणतीही वस्तू बल लावल्याशिवाय जागची हलत नाही, कोणतीही वस्तू फोर्स लावल्याशिवाय तिचं डिस्प्लेसमेंट होत नाही. म्हणजेच when we apply the force on an object and the object will get displaced, then we say that work is done. काही चित्र पुस्तकामध्ये दाखवलेले आहेत, त्यामध्ये वेगवेगळे त्या चित्रावरून तुम्ही सांगू शकता की त्यामध्ये वर्क झालेला आहे की नाही. फक्त एवढंच लक्षात ठेवा, when we apply the force on object and the object will get displaced, then we say that work is to be done. We know that what is a work, or when we say that work is done, we apply the force on object and the object will get displaced, then we say that work is done. Consider an object. This is one object. We apply the force on that object and the object will get displaced. Then that work is related with force and the displacement. Then what is the formula for work? Work is equal to force into displacement. Here we apply the force on an object in this direction and displacement also occur in this direction. Here direction of force and the displacement both are same. Here that W is equal to F into S means work is equal to force into displacement. Force is measured in a Newton, displacement is measured in a meter. Then that Newton meter, it is a unit of the work. Also that Newton meter is also called as a joule. Joule is the SI unit of work. Also SI unit of work is joule and the CGS unit of work is erg. So here we study about the work. SI unit of work is joule, CGS unit of work is erg. Then in this case, when we apply the force on this object and the object will get displaced, means the direction of force and the direction of displacement both are same. In the next point, we study the different cases. At that case, the direction of force and the direction of displacement are not same. There is one angle is present between force and the displacement. Before that, one question is given in our book, that is what is meant by force. We know that we study already what is meant by force. Force is a push or pull on the object. When we push that object, when we pull that object, that means we are applying the force on that object. We know that different types of force. Yes, first one is frictional force, electromagnetic force, magnetic force, nuclear force. These are all the types of the force. We are familiar with that type of force.